Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss another easy to understand tech video. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. Every day, millions of people press the power button on their computers without thinking twice. It feels instant. 1 second your computer is completely off, and moments later you're looking at your desktop. But what actually happens during those few seconds? The truth is, pressing the power button starts one of the most complex sequences your computer performs. Thousands of tiny operations happen in perfect order before you're able to open your favorite app. Let's see what really happens. The moment you press the power button, it doesn't immediately turn on the whole computer. Instead, the power supply receives a signal from the motherboard. The power supply, often called the PSU, is responsible for converting electricity from your wall outlet into stable voltages that every computer component can safely use. Once the power supply confirms that everything is stable, it sends another signal to the motherboard saying that power is ready. Only then does the computer truly begin to wake up. Now the CPU, or Central Processing Unit, receives power for the very first time. Think of the CPU as the brain of the computer. But right now, it doesn't know what operating system is installed or what programs exist. It simply starts from a built-in location stored inside the motherboard. This tiny piece of software is called the BIOS, or on modern computers, UEFI. Its job is to prepare the computer before Windows, Linux, or Mac OS can start. The BIOS immediately begins checking the hardware. This process is called POST, which stands for Power on Self-Test. The computer checks whether the processor is working correctly. It checks if enough memory is available. It detects your keyboard, storage drives, graphics card, cooling fans, and many other connected devices. If something important is missing or damaged, the computer usually stops here. Some motherboards even produce beep codes or display error messages to help identify the problem. If everything passes the test, the BIOS continues. Next, the BIOS searches for a bootable storage device. Depending on your settings, it may check an SSD, a hard drive, or even a USB drive. Once it finds a device containing an operating system, it loads a tiny program called the bootloader. The bootloader has one very important job. It starts loading the operating system into memory. Now RAM becomes extremely important. RAM, or random access memory, acts like the computer's short-term workspace. Files needed during startup are copied from the SSD into RAM because RAM is much faster than permanent storage. This allows the CPU to access information almost instantly. As more files are loaded, the operating system begins taking control of the computer. At this stage, you'll usually see the Windows logo, the Apple logo, or your Linux startup screen. Behind the scenes, the operating system is still very busy. It loads essential system files. It activates device drivers that allow your keyboard, mouse, speakers, graphics card, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and other hardware to communicate properly. Without drivers, many parts of your computer wouldn't know how to function. The operating system also starts important background services. These include networking, security protection, memory management, storage management, and many other essential functions that most users never notice. If your computer has an internet connection, it may also synchronize the clock, connect to Wi-Fi, check for updates, and prepare cloud services. Meanwhile, your graphics card begins rendering the user interface. Instead of showing simple text like the BIOS, it now displays high-resolution graphics, animations, icons, and your login screen. When you enter your password, fingerprint, or PIN, another series of security checks takes place. The operating system verifies your identity and loads your personal profile. It restores your desktop settings. It loads your saved preferences. It starts applications you've chosen to launch automatically. Your documents, shortcuts, browser settings, wallpapers, and personalized configurations are all prepared. Within just a few seconds, your computer transforms from a completely lifeless machine into a fully functioning digital workspace. It's amazing to realize that all of this began with a single button press. In less than a minute, electricity flows through billions of transistors, hardware checks are completed, memory is initialized, storage is accessed, drivers are loaded, security systems are activated, and the operating system comes to life. Every startup is actually a carefully coordinated chain of events involving the CPU, motherboard, RAM, storage, graphics processor, firmware, and operating system working together with incredible precision. The next time you press the power button, you'll know that your computer isn't simply turning on. It's performing thousands of operations in the exact right order to make everything work seamlessly. If you enjoyed learning how your computer starts up, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's curious about technology. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.